Then we need to accept more villagers, I believe. We don't have food for you guys, but you can join us anyway. Yeah, you 2 humans, 2 lizards, and 2 beavers coming in with 2 amber. But yeah, the 10 vegetables is actually the best part of this caravan, so we'll take it. Leaving us with again more people without shelters. So there's 7. 3 additional shelters should cover all the needs. This herbalist camp is not doing anything useful, and it will not be doing anything useful for the time being, as there's nothing to gather from the herbalist camp. So we suddenly have like 9 workers that we could utilize anywhere. Let's see if we have any open slots. So sure, the shrine needs another lizard to work on the event. Then the mine is full. The woodcutter camps are also full. A fishing hut can at least have 3 lizards, so they're all the same. Oh, glad we just checked it. So the fishing hut will also start fishing from the deep pond, and that will be a nice amount of food, but it takes some time to be delivered. I don't think it will even happen by the next storm. And okay, let's take a look at the workstations once more. I believe we have every work spot filled, which means we can perhaps focus on the clay pit, because it gives us some interesting resources to work from. So all 3 beavers that we have available, please go and fix the clay pot. I know you don't have any planks yet or fabric in the warehouse, but I'm sure they will be made quite soon. I know the beaver is probably all... Oh, you're actually working on boots. Okay, so we're getting leather from somewhere. I'm suspecting the trapper camp. Yeah, so there's 20% chance of getting leather every time they go for the eggs. We also just finished the Glade event for 0.75 reputation. No, we're just lacking a little bit to get to 5 reputation. Why don't we take a moment and just finish this 3 packs order, so we can better see where we are. Also, once we finish the trading post, we will be able to finish the trading post order. They will take away 10 amber from us, giving us back, what is it? Like 20 baskets of pies, which will go really quickly. The humans will, eat them. Yeah, they like pies. And also lizards, I see, are fond of pies. But I think the box of tools is something that will help us perhaps open up at least a medium-sized glade, if not a big one. So 0.75 reputation coming from there as well. Just need those reputation points from everywhere. Yeah, it bothers me a bit that we have some people without work, so I'm looking at the clothier that could produce coats. Coats will make both the humans and the beaver dwarves happier. Let's build it. I mean, it will take time anyway, because the materials are being worked on, but let's place it somewhere near perhaps the northern small warehouse. Yeah, we will still need to expand our road system. And we have our first trader visitor. So we do have to keep in mind that we will lose 10 amber just to finish the objective. We'll do that first. Later on, we might not have the amber anymore once we're done shopping here. And the bonuses we could pick from is either heavy millstone, which means +2 to flower production, or +2 to boots production with the shoe mold. And the last option would be pocket knives, which means that we gain 4 plant fiber for every 12 vegetable produced, which is nothing useful for us with the current setup. We do make shoes, but I don't think we need any of these bonuses that badly. We rather should focus on actually gaining more of these tools so we can just build up our reputation points. If we take a look at what we could trade away from our current setup, then we have some packs of provisions. Let's take a look at how much they would be worth. We also have some packs of building. So just 4 amber. Actually, it's not even 4 amber because it's not 1-to-1. It's more like 3 amber. Yeah, let's make that trade at least, I think. Could we get like a mushroom or something? No, not even a mushroom. A vegetable? No, okay. So yeah, let's do that trade. And then we have 16 amber to work with. And what can we get for that 16 amber? How many tools? All of these tools are 23 amber. So yeah, we'll at least get 6 tools. Something. Let's trade it and let's proceed. So nothing else to do with that trader. All the berries are being picked. I'm expecting the berry numbers to start going up real fast. What was the assignment in order to get more berry production? So we need to have 20 aesthetic decorations. Okay, we can take a look at that, but I believe all of those require like a lot of planks and other difficult materials. So aesthetics are all the blue ones. We can have basically a bush, flower bed, or a garden, and each of them is like just worth 1 point, right? So we'll need like a garden of gardens or something like that to get 14 out of it. Oof. That's a bunch. Well, consider it a bit later once we're done with the more important matters. Okay. So after all this time of working in the mines, the miners have managed to deliver 1 out of 50 copper ore. 1. Luckily, well, for their luck, they have also 7 stored in the local mine warehouse, but 1 is not really a great result at all. It's gonna take forever before we get to 50. And we do need it for the 6 boxes of tools. Okay, it's fine. They just can keep working on that project. We are running low on fuel again. What are our woodcutters doing? Why are they not cutting? Perhaps because I do not allow them to cut into places that would open up new glades, right? So I will shift them around a little bit, give them some leeway. And okay, hostility level 2 is not a problem for us. And also hostility level 3 will not change much, but once we get closer to hostility level 4, we have to consider another hearth built. Something just finished, so we gained reputation 1 because lizards were happy. Huh. Unexpected. We don't have a jerky recipe or a skewer recipe. Actually, we do have the cookhouse. Yeah, let's build the cookhouse. We do have some workers, right? So once the fish starts coming in, perhaps we can make some skewers out of it. And the cookhouse will go... Well, there's not much space left. I will be using the residential area for the cookhouse as well. And who will be working here? The lizards, of course, they like cooking. What lizard wouldn't like cooking? And in order to make the skewers, we will allow them to use everything but the jerky and everything. So eggs, cabbage, roots and berries are all on the table. We will limit the production to 100. Not sure we're gonna get there. But also biscuits are good to make from everything that is either a herb or a berry. Let's limit that to 100 as well. And the last but not least, we can make out of herbs. Oh, the herbs is the only thing we have on this side of the equation. And water, any kind of water actually. And let's limit the porridge to also be up to 100 portions. Now, what about the drizzle water, etc.? I don't think we have those anything else available to us to get the water besides the water collector. So what we will do is we will also build a rain collector. We will build it near the cookhouse. I think it mattered so that the cookhouse would be able to use it. In the meantime, we got into another stormy part of the season. We cannot do anything. The hostility is level 2, but that's perfectly acceptable for where we are. Rain collector needs to have at least one worker in order to produce or collect the rain. So one human will do that. Is somebody yelling? It's just me. Okay. I thought like somebody was yelling. So please, crude workstation, I need you to do double time around this season because you're really slacking. You only have to make planks and bricks, but you're just not doing enough, you know. The food situation is quite a bit better with the 3 plantations. We have 95 berries to outlive the storm. You can see that the resolve has gone from... Well, lizards were very happy. Now they're going to be down to 2 resolve from like 17, I believe. The others are like, well, beavers will settle with 3 and humans will drop down to 4. But we will not lose anyone, which means we will not get unnecessary impatience points. We need to figure out how to get more in. Oh, you know, I just noticed something. The mining operation. Somebody is using up the copper ore. Who might it be? What could this be used for? So it's not being used by the weaver. Is it being used by perhaps... Well, food workstation isn't using it. Ah, yeah, it's being packaged. No, sorry guys. Lizards, I don't want you to put... copper ore into the building materials, we just really need it. So all of a sudden the miners make a lot more sense. I'm sorry I yelled at you a little bit before, but we actually have 17 out of 50 copper ore, and yeah, things are going in that sense much better than we initially anticipated. Now I have a vague memory of us having a building that's supposed to make us clothes, but where is it? Okay, it's not built yet, that's why it's not here. It's fine. The storm has passed, we get the choice of another cornerstone, so either generous gifts, meaning that newcomers bring 40% more goods with them for every hearth level gained, or we get another +2 to leather production. As we saw, the trapper actually does produce some leather, so we'll pick the tanning racks again. We have very limited availability of goods for, or well, notes for the trapper, but it's okay. We want to open up more glades. So woodcutters, I know you've been waiting for this moment for the whole season, so please work on this dangerous glade. I want to see what other resources we have there that we can potentially use. So in the meantime, the clay pit it's finally being worked on. Lovely. This will give us clay. Reed is actually a really important resource, and resin, I'm not sure what we can do with resin yet, but it can always be used on some glade events. So copper ore is at 21 out of 50, so something is happening in that department. And some candidates for joining our village, they would either bring 45 plant fiber or 20 plant fiber along with 20 grain. And there's like a lot of them. So one pack has 7 new visitors, or well, new residents potentially, and the other pack has what's 8. Okay. I think we'll settle with the lizard point. So 6 lizards, 1 human. Welcome to the settlement. We'll provide you shelter as soon as we can find where the shelter button is. So I see some shelters have still not been built. But yeah, actually, yeah, no, we need 1 more shelter. Yeah, the mathematics ain't doing its thing otherwise. Okay, so we opened up another dangerous glade, and what we can see here is a large snake nest, which we cannot farm yet because we don't have the trapper's camp. But the threat that's waiting for us is... Yeah. Remember I just mentioned resin, right? So it will become relevant in like within the next 6 or 7 minutes. Because I want this to be used along with 10 amber. Oh, are you kidding me? Okay. Yeah, we would like to calm the spirit, so to speak. This is the solution for the event. But okay, sorry woodcutters, you begin avoiding glades again. But what you can do is just move a little bit closer here so you can clean up the area. And we can build a road network there as well if needed. But yeah, resin. We know where to get the resin from. Oh, there's nobody working here. So 3 lizards went into the clay pit and started working mostly on resin, which requires water. Actually, all of them require clearance water. Fascinating. Okay. I will put resin as the highest priority once the clearance water starts coming in. Okay, now we need to prioritize the rain collector so that by the time the clearance period starts, we can start collecting the clearance water. And the resin, I mean, it can be like 100, can't it? The same applies to the clay and the reed, no problem. Just keep making it out of basically water. I guess cleansing the water is the thing. I will prioritize the rain collector so that it gets ready by the clearance season at least. So, what is going on like with the woodcutters? Do we need the third woodcutter? It just starts feeling like it's the bottleneck, actually, not the not the people working in the crude workstation. So sorry if I was rude to the crude station workers, but I will make another woodcutter because this is not acceptable speed of cutting wood. We accidentally have exactly 3 beavers available for this. Please do not open up any glades at the moment. We do not need this. Do we have parts? We have parts. Lovely. Okay, so this should speed up the wood cutting process. What else we can consider is that since we have so many parts and we basically build up our infrastructure, we can build another small warehouse near this plantation. So the woodcutters don't also have to walk that far, you know. And yeah, I'd say our town is looking quite nice, but we're lacking the roads again. So we'll just make some paths. We have several builders who are looking for work. And as long as we don't have enough logs, etc., we can at least make them build a road. Okay, so we will build another road here. This all makes sense, trust me. And yeah, okay, this trading post is in a little bit of an awkward place because ideally we would have it against the road up here. Yeah, otherwise it was cutting the path that was coming from within the center of the town or settlement. Okay, so what's the impatience situation? We have 10.1 impatience, reputation is 7.29. We don't have anything lined up. The copper ore is still our biggest hope at the moment. The codes for humans will be doable. Regarding the meat, we don't have any sources of meat at the moment. The ale can be produced but not consumed because we don't have a building for that. Aesthetics doable. So 1, 2, 3 of the orders can be completed, but we need more points. We need like at least 4 more points from somewhere. And the caches are always an option. I see we have enough tools to do at least 1 large cache, and that we shall do just to have a better overview of the situation that we're currently in. Low on fuel again. Aren't they mining some coal? What's up with the coal? Is somebody using up the coal? Please tell me. Okay. So critical building is this one. Why isn't it still up? What are you guys doing? I see the planks being made. Are they in the storage? No, they're not in the storage. So what is up with the priority? It makes no sense. Do we have 2 workers for the rain collectors? Yes. Well, I'll be honest, if we don't manage to collect the rain, we do not get to make the resin. And we don't really have a plan B in order to get like any of the other things like incenses, scrolls, tea, or the oil. So whatever is going on here is kind of out of control. So if we track a little bit, well, this guy is making 2 planks. Where are these planks going? Do we see somebody stealing planks here? Because there's nothing in the warehouse. And they went somewhere. Okay, let's see. So I can see that cookhouse doesn't use any planks. There is also the clothier that has 2 planks assigned to it. I will deactivate these buildings just in case. Maybe they will take the planks away to the other projects then. No, they will just keep them there. So I don't have many projects going on. But the clearance season is going on already, and it's passing by really quickly. I just need some clearance water to have this clay pit working. Come on. Okay, so the planks got cooked. Who took them? Where did they go? Are they in the warehouse? No, they're not in the warehouse anymore. Oh no, is it you guys? You're doing the plank thingy, aren't you? So I believe the lizards are actually stealing the planks in order to pack the building materials. Also, we got +1 reputation because we finished the Glade event. This gives us a lot of amber, which will be nice for the trading stuff. Okay, so we kind of figured out who was the culprit behind the plank situation. Now the rainwater collector is going up. Great news. Please, humans, do your best work. We just need like within the next, well, each rainwater collection takes 20 seconds. We have 56 seconds left. So the best we can do is gather like 8 clearance water. This will provide us enough materials. I will just stop producing clay and read for the time being. So 8 times 4 is 16. No, we're lacking like 2 water. Can you guys like just produce a little bit more? I don't think so. So what are the consequences of not doing this Harmony Spirit Altar event? So we will be hit by +5, or well, effectively -5 global resolve, but that 1 impatience point is something that's bothering me more than the resolve. We can deal with the resolve, okay, no problem with that. In the meantime, let's move the woodcutters closer to some work, so they don't have to run that much. Hello, storm season again. We have hostility level 3 now, which will not change much. But the resolve will drop much more. Okay, mine has no available ore. I don't think we can do anything about it. So effectively, again, all the copper ore has been mined and it just led us to 37 copper ore. We have to blow this one up. Okay, in the meantime, I will also activate some buildings that I deactivated because of, you know, the situation we were dealing with. There is high hostility. Everybody is a little bit unhappy. I will sacrifice some wood. But it will not make the lizards happy enough. Okay, and we'll just favor them for a little bit before the end of the storm if necessary. Might not be though, because they're still at 9, but takes a minute for them to leave the camp actually. Okay. More reputation needed, and our source for copper went away, but we can build another copper mine over here, I believe, because oh no, please take care of this tree here for me, please, because yeah, I need to build the copper mine here. Well, okay, while we're waiting for the woodcutters, let's build the mine here. Everybody's resolve is getting low because we ran out of wood. The miners, well, they're all free from the previous mine. I'm sure, I believe in you guys. You can just get to the 50 copper because nobody's stealing it anymore from you. So that project is ongoing. That will bring us 1 reputation. The Queen's Impatience is at 10.7, not to alarm anyone, but it is getting critical. In order to get more reputation, we just have to... Well, this event will not give us any reputation anyway. Any other alternatives we have? Like, if we were to pick... Okay, let's pause here for a second. Because if we assign 2 workers here, this event will take 3 minutes and 30 seconds. But the question is, can we do... No, we still want to do the Calm the Spirits one because it gives us 2 global resolve, which can lead us to more reputation points from resolve from the creatures. In the meantime, we just need more options on the table because we have a few caches, but we're lacking tools for them. Let's see, the storm ended. Lovely. So cornerstone selection. It's either steel pickaxes, meaning +2 to stone production, or it's off work we go. For every 20 felled trees, global resolve is increased by 3 for 120 seconds. Fascinating. I think we will go for the stone production though. But that resolve can lead us to... Yeah, let's actually go for the woodcutter song. I never picked this one, but potentially it can give us some reputation points from the resolve itself from the creatures. I don't think we will be accepting any more inhabitants to our little settlement here because, let's be honest, we are already overcrowded. We do have some workstations here. So lizards, you can make some clothes if I'm not wrong. Please do not use the resin right now. Okay, sure. You can use, I guess, the fabrics to make the coats. So we'll limit you to 100 coats. And water skins, can we make them? Yes, we can. Out of what though? We don't have salt, oil, or meat. So effectively, we will be using resins for the coat, but the first or the primary mission for the resin is actually to do the Harmony Spirit Altar. I will already assign everybody here along with the resin. I know we have to still wait a little bit until we have enough resin, but that's just so I don't forget about it and use the resin up inappropriately. So the 4 lizards will actually be cooking stuff. Do they have anything to cook out of? I'm not sure. At least the porridge should be doable. And the porridge will be okay for humans. And if we get lucky, they maybe can make some other things as well on the way. The rainwater does exist to some extent. So regarding what I was saying about accepting new residents, I might change this opinion really fast. As we just basically put everyone to work besides one specific villager. Okay, that was unexpected. We have a new trader coming in. What interests us from this trader? I think we can... Well, okay, we have pottery production. We have woodcutters moving faster. I don't think we need that one. Also insect traps every time. Basically every time we get 2 mushrooms produced, we get 1 insect. No, not interesting. And they don't sell any tools. Is there anything we want to sell to them? It's not like we have an abundance of anything particular. So we can consider to still get the woodcutters to move 20% faster. Because we get resolve for felling trees, etc. Yeah, just because we cannot spend the money on anything else, we will do that. Not a very useful trader for us, but it's okay. If we take a look at the resolve numbers... Oh, it's kind of impossible to have either the humans or the beavers have high resolve, but at least the lizards can help us there. Okay, so we can accept new villagers, and we can accept 9 of them or 6 of them. 6 of them come with 12 additional parts. Yeah, let's take the cautious approach and let's accept 6 new villagers. I will build shelters for them as soon as possible. And another thing we might want to do is just open up another glade, and let's open up the glade that's close to our hearth. Please, you guys also go here. You are again allowed to fell all the trees at your own leisure. I will mark some trees for you to open up the glade faster. We're low on fuel. It's okay. This situation should resolve any moment now. But okay, we have the copper one coming in. The aesthetics order is cute. Lizards are not very happy anymore again. What happened to you guys? I guess they had some pie and they basically ran out of pie, so I will not favor them anymore. It's not really easy. So we do have a trapper's camp here. Did we get access to some large nodes? Oh, lovely. Yes, we will pick the trapper's camp as our next building. Now the question is, okay, we need to get the choice between the kiln, the smokehouse, which has a lot of additional things, or the butcher, which has a few new things. So smokehouse seems like the perfect option because lizards will get benefits from the jerky, and also the incense will be nice potentially for some buildings that would provide leisure. We did not get this option for the third choice, so we get effectively brickyard, which gives us crystallized stew, the lizard house, which will improve lizard resolve, which we've been struggling with the most, and the foragers camp is also a consideration because we do have some large mushroom nodes here. So that's not the straightforward choice. I'm picking between the lizard house and the foragers camp. Given that what we know, we can get lizards +3 resolve. But the food, we will need the food. Let's pick the foragers camp. I just want to double check. Do we already have one foragers camp? No, we don't. So we will be building one. One for starters, at least. There's a... Wait, did I mess up a bit? What is needed here? Herbalist camp. Okay. So I kind of messed up, but not really. So foragers camp gives us wheat and stuff, which we can use to make flour, which we can use to make some more advanced foods. So I will place one camp here, and perhaps another thing that comes to my mind that we will be needing is the provisioner for the flour that allows us to make some additional or advanced foods. The provisioner we will place next to the weaver. Not quite, we want the road network not to be interrupted totally. So yeah, let's place it here. Then we will pick beavers to work on this stuff. We will allow them to create flour. The flour will be made out of algae and grain effectively. Do not use mushrooms or roots for that. What about barrels? We don't have anything for barrels. Yeah, and back of provisions is also not the case. Let's limit the flour to 200. Okay, let's unpause. Let's continue. So lots of things happening effectively, and talking about lots of things, we opened up another dangerous glade. We have some stone here. Well, actually the trapper camp comes into effect here as well, because we have water strider mold for leather effectively, large snake nest as well, a large encampment where we can grab more residents from if we want to, a medium abandoned cache, and the fuming machinery. The fuming machinery is all about giving us clearance water. Oh, yeah, that's actually quite a good one, but we would have to use up 2 wildfire essence for this one. And we don't really have water either. So we will be considering if we will just be taking it down if we don't make it on time. Okay. But good to know. Okay, so Trapper's camp is collecting up all the... well, this small snake nest. All the eggs from there. We need a plan. We're low on food again. It's because the clearance season hasn't started yet. Once it starts, we should be better with berries. By the way, what happened with our berry stuff? So, in order to get the +1 berries, we need aesthetics. Let's just build some. So, flower beds seem like a nice addition. But they're not so big, actually. I thought they were gonna be like huge. So, we can place flower beds next to the buildings here. So, let's do like 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Everybody will have a flower bed in their garden. 10, 11, 12, 13 and 14. So that should do the trick. This will give us more berry production so we can prepare for the next storm. Hostility is quite high. We will... Okay. Please, you two go and deal with the wheat. We will need to lower it somehow, and the hearth is an option. We do have enough resources for 1 hearth. I will put it here somewhere. It will also provide us with 1 global resolve if we build some decorations around it. Yeah, you guys just keep on doing nothing. Yeah, I'll remove 1 lizard from the makeshift post. Not much left there to be done there. Where are our miners? Okay, so there's 40 copper ore on the table now, and 38 still left to be mined. I would like you guys to focus on the copper ore rather, please. So there's no more nodes near the trapper camp. That's okay, we'll move you. And what about the coats? I was missing something from making the coats. Okay, the resin. So the good news is that it's clearance season, which means that humans are working on the clearance water. I would really like there to be... Are we producing any types of barrels or stuff? So, Clothier, are you making water skins? You're not making water skins because you don't have any resources. Okay, what about Provisioner? Provisioner is not making any barrels because, again, no resources to make them out of. Oof. So, this bonus, this fixing would be nice, but it seems like we cannot really do it because we don't have the resources for that. What about you guys? You guys are at least working on the Harmony Spirit Altar, meaning that there will not be another drop of the Resolve. And before the storm, the previous one should be cleared. We did get 1 Impatience point as a result, though. Oof, nasty. We're at 13.12, meaning that we are gaining... Well, we just have a few minutes remaining before all of this will become... a lost game.